Long ago, the people would sing the song with thankful hearts. There was truth and beauty in it, and all was as it should be. Blue daisies were everywhere, a sign and a promise to all who believed. But over time, the hearts of the people changed, and the song was all but forgotten. It was then that the ice dragon came. From the dark shadows of time it rose, its cold heart beating with one purpose: to silence the song forever and to bring endless winter. But this story seems just an old fable now, and the song just a forgotten melody.
Ice Dragon began as a short story that I wrote in what was then Leningrad, Russia in 1990. The original story was called Blue Daisies in the Summer of Winter, and it was written for my children. I was reflecting on the state of communism that had been there for so long in that country, and the hopelessness that seemed to have gripped people. And now, when freedom had arrived through perestroika, how they were struggling to really remember what it was like before communism. The Blue Daisy story sat in my drawer for almost 25 years until I was encouraged to bring it out, and I thought this might make a nice little animated story. Well, animation always begins with a script and a storyboard, and I had to take that simple story that didn't feature a dragon and turn it into something more compelling for animation. Well, I always figured that this opens up into another ledge here and then a bigger drop. Yeah. I had two Lukes on my side in the early days of getting Ice Dragon launched. Luke Conrad from Cartoon Conrad Productions and Luke Buxton, who was our art director. We went through a lot of paper and a lot of coffee in those early days. Riel Reese was cast as the voice part for Melody, and she was actually cast long after we had designed the animated characters, but she was the perfect fit for Melody. A beautiful combination of spunkiness, innocence, and strength, all wrapped up in a little package, and Riel did a fantastic job.
So the process was definitely different. I'm more so accustomed to, as you said, live performances, and this was kind of cool because it's like we did it all in a studio.
The storm is getting nasty out there.
I know. People are running out of firewood and food, Leaf. I don't know what to do. Have you seen Nikolai?
No, I haven't.
I saw him leave for the mountains. The crazy old fool.
What?
Oh, no.
It's really all about your voice, and like really bringing out that emotion in the character in order to portray the story. So, it's not as easy as a lot of people may think, but I think it's a lot of fun. I enjoyed the process.
Justin Dubé was another great find for the character voice of Leaf, and we had a lot of fun in the studio recording that dialogue.
Hunter, come here, boy! Where is that pup?
He was chasing that little bird.
Look, I can see more tracks. Come on!
Justin's character is a doubter. He's really finding it hard to believe in dragons.
We don't believe in dragons.
In the song, but he wants to believe. So he was kind of this conflicted character, drawn to Melody because of the song and because of the beauty he saw in the song in her, but never quite making the jump to believe himself.
I don't know, Nikolai. I want to believe, but I still have my doubts.
That's excellent. A man without a doubt never had a thought. Faith always begins with questions. You're closer to believing than you think.
And that was pivotal to have a symbol for the unbelieving villagers in a character in the story, and to have him come around to seeing the truth in the end.
Okay, here we go. Take two.
Hey, what are you doing here? No, shh, quiet. There's a dragon.
So Melody, she's definitely a spunky, adventurous character. I love her bravery and also the fact that she stands up not only for her grandfather but for herself. And I think that's important, especially for young girls nowadays, to really get their voices out there. And especially if it's a subject that they care about, it's important to really stand up for what you believe.
The character of Nikolai was inspired by a number of amazing men that I've known in my life. Nikolai was a believer in a world of unbelievers, and he was eccentric, he was wise, often misunderstood, but Nikolai knew the truth, and we needed someone who could convey that kind of eccentric nature and have fun with the role and still be compassionate and kind and a grandfather type for Melody. Bill Bray and I have worked together on a number of productions over the years. When I thought of a voice for the character of Nikolai, I thought immediately of Bill Bray.
If you'd only listen, open up your heart, with a little faith you'd see. There is so much more to life than meets the eye. Have a little faith, believe.
The relationship between Nikolai and Melody in the story was particularly important, so we decided to record Riel and Bill together, and that really worked out.
What's the matter with all of you? Are you all right, Nikolai?
I'm fine, dear.
You should all be ashamed of yourselves. He wasn't doing anything wrong. He was just trying to show you the truth about...
It's all right, Melody. It's over now. Let's just go home.
Why didn't you fight back?
They're our friends. I have no quarrel with them.
You call them friends?
I'm trying to be their friend, yes. Not all battles are won with a sword. Read. You'll see.
I love you, Nikolai.
I love you too.
The kids in Ice Dragon were all real kids. They weren't adult actors. I know some of them personally. They were grandchildren. And you know what they say about working with kids and animals. Well, I'm here to tell you that I've worked with adults who are far less well-behaved than these kids, and we had a great time. And the song could even change sad to glad.
Where did the song come from?
Well, it was a gift, you see.
A gift?
Yes, from the great giver of gifts. Great. So let's try this, Autumn. So we're going to go, Nikolai says something, and then you're going to say, can you teach me the song, Nikolai? You try it.
Can you teach me the song, Nikolai?
That's good, but let's do a little more exciting.
Can you teach me the song, Nikolai?
Perfect.
Can you teach us the song, Nikolai? Yes, will you please?
Of course I will.
I am Michael, defender of the realm. I can defeat the evil Drakon, yeah! I am Michael, defender of the realm. I can defeat the evil Drakon, yeah!
Because of the limited budget for Ice Dragon, we had to make some decisions about visual effects early on in the production. And we decided to work with 2D animation and enhance those characters in post. It was quite a process because we were working with 2D painted cells and vector-based animated characters. And then we brought them into a program called After Effects, and we took all of those many layers and treated them with gradients and shadows and lighting effects, and that's what's putting the sizzle on the screen. Songs and music are very important to the story of the Ice Dragon. After all, it's the song that defeats the dragon, so we worked very hard to make the songs special. I had some great help in this regard. Ian Tanner and Roy Uman both worked on the score, and we had a great time recording the songs.
What I like to do is have the girls double what the guys did. In each heart who will believe ever, and then join back in with the other parts. Each heart who will yeah, but you gotta make it sound really choral and really smooth.
want us to say...
Do it.
Yeah, ever.
Yeah. Yeah, here it comes.
There is perfect love casting out all fear in each heart who will believe.
Songs and music are very important to the Ice Dragon story. It's the song, after all, that defeats the Ice Dragon. Nikolai and Melody in the story are particularly important because they believe in the song. And their mission was to convince the rest of the village that the song could rescue them from the Ice Dragon.
She thinks that I'm too messed up to.
Mark Underdown is a talented producer and composer, originally from the UK and now working in Canada. Mark has an amazing pop sensibility, and I asked him if he'd co-write and produce a couple of songs with me for the project. We collaborated on the music for Maybe Not and the final song, Living in the Light. Mark sang so great on the demo that I asked him to sing the lead vocal.
Once upon a time, when the song lived in our hearts, we still believed that true love could save the day. But then we turned and walked away, and the cold and darkness came until you heard our cry and sent amazing grace. Now we're living in the light, we're back fighting the good fight. Hallelujah, we're living in the light. We're not frightened anymore, we don't fear the dragon's roar. Hallelujah, we're living in the light.
Maybe Not is a song about the relationship between Leaf and Melody, two opposites that attract.
Leaf! Wait! Oh, why does he make me so... Ugh! Why don't he just listen to me? He thinks that I'm crazy for the way I am.
She thinks that I'm too messed up to understand.
When I try to explain myself, it all turns out wrong.
Maybe we're too different to ever get along.
But then
They're having like this war. Like she's trying to be understood by him, and at the same time he's trying to be understood by her, and they're just not really meshing. You know, there's a bit of ego and there's a bit of like, you know, wanting to be defensive at the same time. So it's a fun song because it's like she thinks he doesn't listen and he's just like, no, she's judging me. Like, you know, it's really cute.
But then again, maybe not.
We couldn't afford a big budget for a symphony for the music in Ice Dragon. Roy Uman and Ian Tanner needed to make our music big and beautiful on a budget, and they did that. We had literally hundreds of tracks. The mix took what seemed like endless winter to complete, but we got there, and we were all pretty happy about the results in the end.
Who was that?
It's only the wind.
I'm sorry. She's just frightened. We all are.
That's okay. Sometimes I get afraid too, you know. But when that happens, do you know what I do?
What?
I remember a promise.
Never Ever Leave You is really a lullaby and a prayer. And this song is very special to me because one of my grandchildren, Autumn, sings the part of the little girl.
When you hear something frightening, thunder and lightning outside your window pane, just remember this promise, I will be with you. Try not to be afraid, for I will never ever leave you, even when you're sleeping, always keep you warm and safe. My love is all around you now. When it's dark in the nighttime and you hear voices from just outside the door, just remember this promise, I will be with you. Don't be afraid anymore, for I will never ever leave you, even when you're sleeping. Always keep you warm and safe. My love is all around you now.
So you mean I don't have to be afraid anymore?
That's right. The giver of gifts promised that he would always be with us.
And never ever leave us.
Yes. Now you've got it.
If I hear something frightening, thunder and lightning outside my window pane, I'll remember your promise to stay here with me, and I won't be afraid. For you will never ever leave me, even when I'm sleeping. Always keep me warm and safe. Your love is all around me now.
There's so much hope, and I love that aspect, that there's a message of faith and hope in the Ice Dragon, mainly because I think, everybody wants to, when you go to the movies, you kind of want to go away feeling as if you've experienced something and you've taken something away.